2025, we'll have a quorum. Commissioner Portman will be back in a minute. So if you please rise for the pledge of allegiance followed by the prayer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Commissioner Williams, please lead us into prayer.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you have granted us. Thank you for this season that we are upon. Father, be with us as we do the business of Mills County. Direct and guide us to your will. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Okay, if we'll review and act on the minutes of November 24th, December the 8th, and the December 8th workshop. Commissioners? If there's any other changes need to be made?
There was some clerical stuff on one of them.
Yeah. Some of them I changed, but I missed some of them, Ms. Fincher. But, on the 24th, where it says pilot, sometimes the word is polite. So it's a more of a spell check, but I think I've got most of them changed, but just, you might make note on that on the bottom, but I did see a few others, but I think Ms. Now, and I got most of them changed, but
I sent some to her too.
yeah, it's just, you could tell it was spell check or something that caught those, but.
December 8th, Commissioner Court minutes, regular meeting. On the back page, it says bring on County Road 508 at your bridge. Bridge.
Yeah, first line. Blading and hauling dirt bridge on County Road.
Sheriff, good morning. Morning, Sheriff.
Loads, okay. Yeah, is that correct, Dale, on that last one on the workshop where it says requested 120 loads? Is that what you said? For the wrap material?
No. 1.2 miles should be about 70 or 75 loads,
So it'll be more than,
be less.
yeah, okay.
1.2.
I just didn't know, I didn't remember you saying that figure. On the workshop one, Ms. Fincher, back page number 4. And it says Commissioner Parton requested 140 loads, just put more loads and mark off the 120.
County Road 101.
Yeah, it doesn't say that, yeah, but I just, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, is that it?
That's all that I see.
Okay,
I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes as corrected for November the 24th, December the 8th, Commissioners Court, and December the 8th workshop.
motion has been made by Commissioner Williams, to approve the minutes of the workshops in Commissioners Court. Second by Commissioner Sullivan. All those in favor of approving the minutes, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Number 3, audience and individuals. We got some people here, but they're gonna be talking about their respective parts. I believe that's correct. Number 4, consider an act on approving accounts payables. We're gonna go through the accounts payables, if there's any questions you have.
Just to let you gentlemen know down there, the other commissioners, on precinct, 3 and 4, we did this ag and turf. Y'all see that repair? And we split that.
Right.
And, ag and turf told us that they couldn't get the parts, so they just said we had to order the whole new spindle for that shredder.
Yeah,
And Dale and I got the old spindle, and in less than an hour, we had it apart and found the parts and all that other stuff. It took a little while to find the parts, but we found the parts, and we could have done it for about a fifth less than that. So anyway, but we have an extra spindle now, so just to let y'all know.
We definitely, I know that they put together. No, we actually have two spindles, but we.
I knew y'all had dealt with the same thing, but it was like, well, I think it's more society today, don't y'all? I mean,
Well,
rather to put a new one in than work on an old one.
replace it. You're right,
Yeah.
well, yeah, but I mean, the issue, one of the issues we got is it's, ours is, well, one of ours is not an album, it's a diamond.
Yeah.
So it's different, and then it's also the age of it, trying to find the darn bearings for it. At Congress. But it's went out several times. It's went out several times. Yeah, they have. But, and. Just where.
Any other questions on accounts payables? For discussion?
Like, what we were.
Motion been made by Commissioner Head, approve accounts payables.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Williams. All those in favor of approving accounts payable, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Okay, number 6, consider an act on procurement policy and related matters. Commissioner Williams, you want to take that?
About time.
Oh, did I get the wrong one?
Number
Oh,
4.
I've said, excuse me, I skipped something. I'm sorry. I skipped this Caden Head. It's too early this morning. Number 5.
And you promised to get her.
I get promised to get out of here. Just Caden Head, my apologies. Number 5, discussion on the 2025 SART biennial report, which, we got this report, and Ms. Caden, thank you for coming. And, why don't you talk about what this is? This is a report that we need to go over once a year, twice a year, correct?
Yes, and I have the printed reports for you all.
What do we have in our package?
Oh, you do.
Yes, ma'am. We put them on the commission report packages.
Perfect. I'm a paper gal, so I like paper. The sexual assault response team was,
Well, first off, you're with the Brown County
Yes.
Assistant DA's office, right?
yes, I'm with the 35th Judicial District.
Yes. Okay, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. The sexual assault response team was created by the Texas Local Government Code, Chapter 351. The purpose of it is to create a cohesive team of district attorneys, police, sheriff's offices, sexual assault response nurses, to create a collaborative approach for how we handle victims of domestic violence and sexual assault specifically. As part of this, we meet periodically. There are presiding members. I am the presiding member. The ARC is involved. Brownwood Police Department, Vegas Police Department, Early Police Department, the Hendricks Medical Center, Center for Life Resources, Mills County Sheriff's Office, and Brown County Sheriff's Office all have designated that meet. We conduct training in compliance with the grant, and we have compiled statistics, which we have put in our report as to how many sexual assaults the area has received call outs for, the police response, the SART follow-up, and the status of the case as it stands now with the district attorney's office. We've also put together protocols and guidelines for the various members of the team, including law enforcement, the medical personnel, forensics examinations, and the district attorney's office.
Okay.
Do you guys have any questions about the report?
Richard, any questions?
And just or is this just a report so we can have it? Is that what, or are we supposed to have questions? Because I don't remember seeing this many
Sure.
years in the past.
Right, my understanding is the requirement is that we submit the report to the commissioners. Should you guys have any questions, I'm here to answer them, but in compliance with the grant that's received, we'll require to submit the report.
Okay,
Got you.
well, y'all do a good job and we'll be glad to do what we need to do on this discussion and just contact us when the time comes up again, okay?
Awesome, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Say it
I
again.
said, I don't know where, but I've seen it though.
Yeah, they're trying to.
Well, just go ahead.
On this, from this report, from yours reports, how is this one different from previous reports? Is it better? Is it worse? Is it?
Well, when you look at the statistics, I think what is alarming is that the rates have gone up. We are receiving more reports, which require more law enforcement involvement and more, nurse examinations. So yes, the numbers have changed as the cases have changed over the last 2 years.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank
Well,
you.
thanks for coming and go with me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, number 6, consider an act on procurement policy and related matters. Mr. Williams, you want to lead that?
I guess this is from the treasurer's office.
Treasurer's office, yeah.
Um,
We've,
Um,
it was sent to us, we made some, I read through it, we made some changes on some verbiage and stuff.
So what this is a lot of this is we've tried to do this for several years and we keep putting it on the back burner. But now we pretty much got to get this done and a lot of this has to do with what we do for FEMA. FEMA requires that we have a procurement policy in place. So as was discussed in the workshop the other day of how this is going to go, this is a very generic, it really pretty much follows the guidelines from the government code, chapter 262. Purchase and the big meat of it for the sheriff's department and other departments that are here, the purchase under the amount of 15,000 may be made if signed off by the department head. Purchases ranging from 15 to 99,999, so 100,000, will require 3 formal quotes.
Informal.
Uniform quotes, not formal.
Yeah.
Purchases 100,000 and above, you have to follow the procurement program in Texas Government Code 2155. So basically, we're following the guidelines set by her office, and so 15,000 you may purchase in your department. The department head may sign off on if it's in your budget.
Okay,
That is changing it because that's even on purchases of equipment.
It's purchases, it's every purchase.
Before you can go up to 50,000 until they change the law.
So
Anything over 15,000 is gonna have to be.
you have to have informal quotes, and she said informal quotes could be just an email saying, okay, this is what it'll cost.
We've got the bid process and the expected price. From 15 to 99.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's the big change in the process. So if you were to buy one gun or, or something like that, it's fine. But to buy a car now, even though the limit of the state government code went up to 100,000 and you're going to get it for 60, you're going to have to get 3 informal quotes.
I didn't think.
Yeah, we're not used to it either. So,
That's what I'm saying. I am very used to that, so it's not even.
Oh,
I'm not used to
okay.
it. So in state government, that's the way we operate. Completely, you can't have 3 bids for purchase anything. So if we know what that parameter is, that won't be hard.
and just so that, and then whatever the vote is here today, she's got it on here that this will also go to each department head to sign off on, if y'all didn't see that in there.
Yeah.
Anything else, Judge, you want me to say about it?
no, I think that's it. Questions, commissioners? Okay,
No question I got is when buy fixed equipment and then kind of work it full thing, really get that one thought.
That's what's changed there. You used to.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to get informal quotes somehow.
Is there any language on? Or is it just gotta have three?
You just gotta have three.
Three, nothing about lowest bid.
So,
And they have to be similar and, this is, if
in
it's,
other words, if you like the particular company that you're dealing with, it doesn't make any difference what the bid is, as long as you have two others to go with.
yes.
I mean, we know these days that you get what you make. from
Right.
that. It's
But-
not necessarily the cheapest one. That's-
Yeah, so in your question, if you wanted a roller, Robert, and you find a roller that you want to buy and it's $50,000, you got to find two other rollers and get those same bids or same quotes. But she said it could be an email. As long as you're comparing. So basically, it's making sure that you're comparing, that you're just not taking something out there.
Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, does it not possibly need to state in there that you are not required to take the lowest?
I thought it did, didn't it?
Must follow.
It does when you go out to the bid process and so Texas local government code, you can make that on your bid process. So however you want to go that you can, if you're asking for that quote or something, you can state that in your comment. You see what I'm saying? That would be up to the elected official to make that comment, because I think the way, in that right, Bill, right now, when we go out for bids and stuff, we put it on there. We may accept or reject any and all bids or something like that.
Believe it.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Your motion on that?
I make a motion that we approve the procurement policy that as presented.
I'll second that motion. You have a discussion? All those in favor of approving the procurement policy as stated, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it.
Want to add one other thing to the elected officials here. This is a living document, so it can change.
Yes.
That's what she made. We just need to get it on the record that we have a policy. So, isn't that right, Ms. Shaw? We've just got to get something down.
Okay. Number 7, consider an act on amending the Mills County mitigation plan and related matters. And Mr. David Shaw called us after I put it on Friday that he didn't have the information prepared yet, but it's coming soon. So we're gonna have to table this, correct, David? Yes. Okay, so I'll make a motion. We table this for another date. Here a second. Second by Commissioner Head. All those in favor of tabling the mitigation plan, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 8, consider an act on authorizing county treasurer to apply for small project advance of funds.
I make a motion that we authorize the county treasurer to apply for small project advance funds. AOF.
Okay, motion been made by Commissioner Williams. Did you say second? Second by Commissioner Head. All those in favor of approving the treasurer to apply for small project advance of funds, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it unanimously. Number 9, consider an act on hardware recycling from the sheriff's department and related matter. Sheriff, we have some.
I think it's the Goldsmith Solutions
Yeah.
that's in there,
It's
and
right
it's,
here. Equipment recycling,
yeah,
and
that's all it is.
y'all have any questions on that? Hearing none, I'll make a motion. We approve the hardware recycling from the sheriff's department. Seconds by Commissioner Head. Any other questions or discussion? All those in favor of approving the hardware recycling from the sheriff's department, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Passes unanimously. Number 10, consider an act on declaring Frigidaire 50 pint dehumidifier from the county/district clerk's department as scrap. Motion been made by Commissioner Head to approve that as scrap. Second, well, beat you to Commissioner Sullivan, second that. All those in favor of declaring Frigidaire 50 pint dehumidifier from the clerk's office, district clerk's office, declare it as scrap, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have that too unanimously. Okay, consider an act on notice of change to polling place and related matters. Commissioners, in your package, our clerk, district clerk has had all these notice changes, polling place, whatnot. There's a lot of requirements, as you all know, anytime we get ready to have these votes. And I've gone through it, looks like everything's there, talking about all the different precincts. I don't think there's any need to read all this. So there's a lot of information there. Don't have any questions about any of that? I'll make a motion, we approve the notice of change to polling place and related matters. I'll make a motion to approve that. I made a motion, second by Commissioner Head. All those in favor of approving the notice of change to polling place, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Number 12, consider an act on notice of joint general primary election. Also in there. Any questions on that, commissioners? Hearing none, I'll make a motion, we approve the joint general primary election and other matters and related matters. I'll make a motion on that. Second. I made a motion, second by Commissioner Head. All those in favor of approving the notice of joint general primary election, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have that. Number 13, consider an act on joint resolutions and statistical information for joint primary and related matters. Same deal. I'll make a motion, we approve that. Second by Commissioner Head. Any other questions or discussion? All those in favor of approving the joint resolution and statistical information for joint primary, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have that unanimously. Okay, consider an act on notice of combined precincts for primary election and related matters. Same deal, a lot of information, new statutes and whatnot. Mr. King, you gotta follow the laws. We do everything we can in Mills County. Do good on we've got a good group of people, election judges and everybody taking care of business in Mills County these elections. So I'll make a motion, we approve the combined precincts for primary election. A motion been made by me, second by Commissioner Head. All those in favor of approving the notice of combined precincts for primary election, say aye. Aye. Passes unanimously. Okay, number 15, consider an act on final plat for Hoop and Horn subdivision. Mr. Don Keene is here, Mr. Marcus Kajawa is here, and folks, we've had meetings, and lots of meetings. Marcus and Don were, I think, getting closer here. So we all met, myself, Mr. Porton, and Commissioner Porton and I went out to the Hoop and Horn subdivision Friday. It's been about 2 hours out there, looking at all the roads, interior roads and whatnot. Mr. Keene, I know, has been out there numerous times. We had meetings Friday and whatnot, still getting everything tallied up. And Marcus, you might also come on up here. We're gonna have some questions and whatnot for you. So, Mr. Bill Malone, myself, and Commissioner Porton have had numerous meetings. As you know, there's a checklist for final plat review. And I'm gonna first turn over to Don Keene. Don Keene, last week, according to him, all the survey requirements have been fulfilled, correct, Mr. Keene?
That is correct.
Okay. And, Don, I know we had a few revisions. How many revisions did we have?
Over 15.
15 different revisions. Okay. And I know this has been a tough one because it's so big and had lots of revisions back and forth, but according to what you're stating that you've seen, according to our subdivision rules and regulations, everything looks good on your end to approve the surveying aspect of this project.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, just in the last month, we've had 5 divisions.
Yes.
A lot of back and forth. I don't even know how many emails, but here's the big water, maps. Each one of them contains at least 5, one of them contains 10, revisions. A lot of back and forth,
Yes.
but we're finally there.
Finally there on your end.
Yeah.
And, Mr. Bill Malone's been overseeing all this project a lot too, our county attorney. Mr. Malone, you have some comments for us?
Well, I think we're there. My recommendation is that the court give final approval conditional on several matters. One would be reimbursement for the surveyor's expenses.
And county fees. And county fees, yeah.
Fees, yes, sir. Reimbursement, all the fees and expenses of it. Number 2 would be the filing of the HOA, the restrictive covenants, which we received a copy and then made a few comments. They made some revisions. And then number 3 would be to make sure that the culverts to the main entrances of the subdivision are all in place. There was some uncertainty, I think, but that's a fairly minor matter as far as getting it done. And then that, part of that would be the file, with Annette for, for the permit to put in the culvert. Yes, but other than that, I think, it has been a difficult, with the modification, difficult, challenging, process here, but that's my recommendation.
Okay. And Marcus, what do you have to say, sir?
My grandpa used to say, if your feet hit the floor in the morning, you better be thankful.
Yeah.
I'm thankful this morning.
Well, Marcus, this has been a tough deal. I mean, as far as, did bump it up from what, 150 to a 213 or so, had numerous revisions. We had a good visit Friday. Thanks for showing all that to it. Beautiful place out there and everything.
Yes.
Did you have any other comments or anything on how this has gone?
No, I'm just, thankful to be there at the finish line, so.
Yeah, we've seen the live then. So, and have you been pleased with Mr. King's on his surveying and everything? I know we had a lot of revisions, which took a while.
Yeah, we still got lunch to go grab later and, have a, celebrate.
Okay,
Getting to the finish line, so that was great, I appreciate you, Mr. King.
so all's good on Mr. King's surveying and everything.
Everything worked out, everything is great.
Okay, good deal. Okay.
Yes.
Commissioners,
So I got a question, Judge.
Yeah.
The amended plats were supposed to be approved by the Commissioners Court. By our bylaws that we had said. So have we done all that amended?
Mr. Bill Malone.
Plat or the preliminary plat?
It says any amended plat must be approved by Commissioners Court, after which it shall be recorded and controlled over to the preceding plat without vacation of that plat.
I think you're,
It says amending of a plat. Y'all just said we amended the plat, so I just double checked
this
it.
is actually, I mean, in the surveyor's process, there were amendments.
Okay,
As far as what we're doing, we're approving the final plat. And then later, if they want to come back and say, well, we want to change this or
Okay.
change that, I think that's what you're.
okay, well, I took the conversation that was amended plat, and I was like, wait, we hadn't approved the amended plat, so, okay.
Now, there is one more matter. There was discussion about putting in the 60-foot entrance ways to the main gates to the subdivision. Is that right?
Mr. Dale had mentioned he'd like a setback on off the.
For purposes of traders and stuff.
Yeah.
So my understanding is you have already paid the contractor to do that, but it's gonna take several weeks or so to get
Yeah.
it finished. And you agreed to do to put the 60-foot entrance ways in.
Correct. Yeah, it was 55 to 60.
Okay.
Is what I agreed with, but at least on the, for sure on the FM road, we were gonna do 60.
And how about the county road?
County road 55 to 60,
Okay.
for sure, but they will be offset off.
They'll be set.
So if we approve this today, Dale, are we approving it with their understanding that they're gonna do that? Is that what we're doing?
I personally think it needs to be done, but I've been corrected and re-corrected, so. I think it needs to be done because I don't see how you sell a plot without access to that plot. Right now, there is no access to that interior. They're putting their tin horns in, or their culverts,
Yes, sir.
but they're patching the fence back behind it.
The, all the entrances off the county road are gonna require a culvert. It's specifically the one on the southern end, it's been there as an existing one.
Yeah.
There was no culvert just because.
Just the gateway.
You don't want one there?
No.
Okay, but the two on the west side. Are you for sure wanting one there?
Yes, they have to be on those two places. Cause they're basically gonna be in the bar ditch That's the reason I questioned it Friday. They cut the fence, they put their rock in place like they were finished and patched the fence back. So your assumption would be that's all they're gonna do there.
Yes, sir, since, I just wanted to verify, I was hoping they ordered the culvert, and I was hoping it'd be in by this morning, but I guess it didn't come on Saturday, so.
Another thing I didn't realize, I know the roadways, the right of way has to be 60 foot. You know, inside,
Yes, sir.
but that is for any signage, that is for easements. That is also your easement right away for your electricity and stuff, or always has been in the past. But I don't guess it states that the gateways have to be 60 foot wide, cause you're gonna have a hard time stabilizing. a
Oh,
30
yeah,
foot
I would
gate.
think the gateway would just be whatever a regular
Yeah.
gate is.
But
maybe.
I mean, I don't know what type of entrances you're planning. I assume something relatively fancy on 218.
Yeah, they're all gonna be nice, they're all, would be 55 to 60 foot, setback. Of course, all high fence, the high gate, I think they're, can't remember if they're 15 or 18 foot, but just like the front entrance, they're gonna be
Okay.
at least that wide.
Okay, your gates are not gonna
And
be
then-
60 foot
Yeah.
wide. Your entrances will be.
And then there will be a motor, an
Oh,
electric motor. On them as well.
well, there's nearly gonna have to be in there.
I would recommend that you have somebody on standby when that motor fails, because my mother has one and it seems like it fails all the time.
It's like anything else.
I'm just,
It's not
you might just put
bad,
that in your,
it's gonna-
yeah.
I guess the only other thing that I have, and, it is that we've never been on the place till Friday. It is a very nice place. With or without the roadway, and very productive place out there. This is just from a personal standpoint. The more of those type lands that you subdivide into little subdevelopments, the more productive land you take out in the county. Now, that's already happened, but, this one has been a long time. I think, well, a lot of it was just kept changing. And, the other thing is, I just think you gotta be careful. You're talking about 213 lots, which they've done the water study. We do not have the entrances in place as of yet. I don't see how you sell land if you don't have accessibility to the land. And I assume when final plat is approved, you have the approval to sell, right?
I don't. know
Yes.
I don't know what the technical answer is, but I wouldn't sell a single one until I.
Had the final plat.
Yeah,
And-
of course, till I had the.
Yeah,
final
well, you
plat.
can, but,
And I'll add those two culverts
and their entrance ways.
and I'll pull the gate in.
And, the other thing on this, and this is for commissioners, I don't know how it got overlooked. The preliminary plat was approved in commissioner's court, but the preliminary plat checklist was never checked off on. That's nothing on y'all's end.
That's on our,
That's strictly on our end. Got bought up this morning, first time for that. We've had others, they were governed by different rules, but there was not a
okay.
construction.
But everything has been met. All requirements on the checklist of the final, Bill's saying that everything's been met. So the preliminary plat, even though it may not have been met when we approved it, is what you're saying, but everything is met as of today.
Yes,
except for these two culverts.
except for the two culverts.
Is
and
that what
the
y'all- okay.
gateways are in.
Okay.
And on the culverts, it's not that we just didn't do it, they just thought it was the high point and, you know, it would fall off on both sides and then. You had mentioned how we definitely want it, so,
Yeah.
you know, I was hoping to have it done.
And I'll speak for not in for him, but being a commissioner a long time, it helps us when those culverts are there. Because if there's gonna be a lot of traffic coming in out of those, that's gonna get worn out real fast. And with that culvert there, it helps us keep that maintained. But we also kind of probably like you've dealt with, we go through different employees. And sometimes they cut it different and your ditch may get deeper and then, you know, then somebody's little car, you know, that moved in here from Dallas or Fort Worth will drag and, you know, so it just makes it easier if the culvert's there for us in the long run. And from my standpoint, I speak for Dale, we're not gonna be commissioners forever and it just makes it easier for a long-term process on the approaches for us. That's all I'll say about that.
Well, I probably personally, my plans now will not see the development of Booth and Horns.
Yeah.
Because we've got several of these things. The lots may sell quick, they develop very slowly. Or don't develop. You know, one or the other, but anyway, it's a nice place. And the roads look good, I think, and that's just gonna happen. That's a very sandy area. None of our control, because we're not gonna control the roads inside, but there will be dramatic washout on those ditches, interior roads, so that's their deal.
Marcus, in a minute, I'm gonna make a motion. I'm just gonna make sure everything is in the motion that we'll talk about this. Right now, I'm just gonna make a motion to approve this based on the condition that all fees are paid to the county and to Don King. All restrictive covenants are filled with the county clerk, I mean the HOA, and all culverts to the main entrances are installed. So anything when you talk about that or
That
discuss?
first part, Judge, can we specify the final, plat fee?
It's
You
in
said
the,
all fees, just put the final plat fee and then reimbursement for Mr. King, right?
okay, you want me to say final plat plea, then reimbursement for Don King, so you want me to say, correct?
Or are you asking if that's what he did? All of it?
Yeah.
Well, you said, I can't remember.
Well, I said motion to approve the final plat fee, of the Hoot and Horns on the condition that all fees are paid to the county, meaning the final plat fees and Don King's fees.
Yeah.
And you got Tim right.
With
Yeah,
the,
well, those two, yeah.
Mr. King's fees, will they be, itemized, like at least
Yes.
hourly and,
Yes, Don, what's your, well, Don talked to us about that. What's your total and everything? Tell us about what all you've gone through, work on the fees and stuff.
Well, I would like to see you have this worked out, because I don't know what the future holds.
Yeah,
As of right now, the average review fee is $250 a day.
Mhm.
Now, what's that? I understand what you paid me, probably has not covered about 4 reviews. I have at least 15 documented reviews, probably closer to 25 of actual,
yeah,
hands-on reviews, of which also contained another survey. So after today, I hope I'm done.
yeah.
Uh,
Don's fees so far, Commissioner, what we paid is about $12,000 something dollars. And that was from about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And, Don has been very good on what he's charged for all this work he's done. Don, you want to state about that? I mean, you've been,
I basically just because of this, enormous size, just been hourly, charging by the hour on this project. Now, since this thing started, I lost three jobs because I had to bottom line and say, no, I can't finish the job. I had to turn them over to another surveyor, so I can concentrate on this. As of, last Friday, I have another surveyor involved, this fee is over 1,000. So, we got 16 pages now instead of 15, which that comes out to about $4,000.
So that's outside, we paid you 12,000 something, then another 4,000 is what we owe you, correct?
Not including any future
Sure.
fees that might come up because of,
Yes,
unknown things.
Sure.
Might want to have.
okay. Does that answer your question, Marcus?
But he's wanting to know, he was, I think, am I speaking for you? He wants an itemized bill that he's
Well,
gonna be paying.
If I just got like an email or something like that, or, you know, hey, here's the amount, I don't know if the life insurance company would push back, they usually want something pretty detailed.
Okay.
or- Marcus,
You don't want an itemized bill for me, if I start doing that, I'm charging for the time it takes to figure it out, not count the field time. That I had, which is about 4 days of field time. One review's $4,000.
yeah, how about just like a dollar amount, and this is about what
Yeah,
we're
sure.
charging out.
We get an invoice for that, we get an invoice, that can't be done.
Texas math and figure it out.
It's not that I want an itemized, it's about you want me to do that.
Yes, sir.
It's not to your interest. But if you want me to do that, I'll be glad to do it.
Well,
And it might be higher.
It's kind of paying third hands.
how about just give me the number and then I'll
Okay,
work with it, and if I can't, then I'll let you know, but I'll.
yeah, okay, we work something out. And Marcus, we also have to get, some of this notarized and whatnot, and I've got a meeting after this, so we'll do what we can today. Okay, so,
Well,
we got,
that brings up another question. He still has to go back to Liberty
bye.
Life and make sure they're gonna go for it. Well, all of this is part of the final plat.
Gonna go for the three things that we talked about, the culvert, the
Filing the HOA,
filing the HOA.
culvert applications and
Well,
the
they-
fees.
Well, if they don't come back and say we don't like it, I know we're saying we approved it, but it's their best interest to get this thing approved.
Yeah, so, just to clarify, once those things get done, what's the, who signs off on that? What's the,
There's some forms I signed, Bill, you want to respond to that?
Well, briefly, you'll need to have the final plan, the certifications that we've discussed and you agreed to. You know,
right here, yes, sir, I got all the I guess it's called like Milo or something.
Yeah, my lords, yeah.
And all the if you have a second, Mr. Mullen, we can go over.
I actually hear you.
He's got a CPS hearing, Bill, I know you gotta go to C.
I'll leave it with.
Yeah.
This and that, or,
Okay,
somebody, but here's all the originals that need to be signed. I'll go out on a limb and say that, that the life insurance company is good.
okay,
These are minor conditions and I'd be shocked if they didn't. give
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I mean, it's done.
and Bill, you gotta go to the CPS meeting, I know, and your recommendation, we approve the final plan.
Conditionally, yes.
Conditional, got it. Bill, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, any discussion to Marcus or Don King, folks?
I still have a question about if you want me to itemize. You get the answer,
How about-
yes or no?
How about just a dollar amount? And an hourly, what's your hour?
We can figure that out, we'll be.
Just, and then I'll do
Okay,
the hard math.
okay. Commissioners, any other questions or discussion? Okay, hearing none, here's my motion. I'm gonna make a motion to approve the final plat of the Hoof and Horns subdivision on the condition that all fees are paid to the county and to Don King, and all restrictive covenants are filled with the county clerk, and all culverts to the main entrances are installed.
Installed or
installed.
Install, okay.
installed. Okay,
And now Bill's said something about the gateways that you're having to wait on the contractor,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
We have to wait on the contractor in order to bring the gate back as you wanted.
Okay.
I put culverts and entrances, amend that and say culverts and entrances, Judge.
okay, amended to culverts and entrances. Is that
Yeah,
okay with you,
yeah.
Marcus?
And that'll be,
The gate is,
Well, he told me, culverts is what he told me. He's told me on the gates, we didn't really need to do that. That's what he told me.
that's the way I understood it with
Okay.
him.
Yeah.
It was the culverts.
Yeah. That's what, Bill had told us. I got the verbiage from him.
okay,
Okay? So we'll leave it as is.
okay.
Okay? There's my motion, Commissioners. Any other questions?
And that says tentative to having all that, the other things done.
Yes, there's basically three things in here. The restricted covenants, the fees to be paid, and also the culverts to the main entrances to be installed. Okay? That's my motion. See how simple that was, Marcus? Whole project, simple. All right, there's my motion. I've made a motion to approve this. Do I hear a second?
Second,
Okay, motion been made by me, a second by Commissioner Williams. All those in favor of approving the Hoop and Horn subdivision, say aye.
If we get all these others done, yes.
Put down.
Yeah.
If we get
Yeah.
it complete.
Yes. Yes. So, the count was, everybody. in
yeah,
favor?
it's
None
for,
against, one against, so
Who was
we have
against?
4 in favor, 1 against approving the final plat.
who was against?
Commissioner Head. Okay, okay.
Hmm.
All right, okay, Marcus, we'll visit, later. We got another meeting at 10, I got a meeting at 11, I don't know if you want to go have lunch, breakfast, come back later or what, I've got several meetings.
I might give you a shout, but thank you.
Well, I'm here tomorrow. Well, thank you. I'm glad that everything worked out. Don King, thank you, sir. All right. Marcus, we'll visit. Like I said, I've got several meetings this morning. I'm gonna be tied up most of the time,
I
but
didn't bring it up, Marcus. I didn't bring it up prior to approving. But at one point, he threatened me with a moral answer. Are you gonna pursue that?
I did, and that was Bowman's.
You did. I'm asking you that question. Do I need to expect a letter from the board?
I don't believe, I have never contacted the board. I have directed Bowman, not to allow that.
Okay. I just need to know what's about to happen between now and first year.
okay, I tell you what, folks, we got this other meeting coming up. We gotta get going. Finish up. Y'all, why don't y'all visit Don about everything, and we'll move on to the next item. Commissioner's request and reports number 16. The Commissioner Sullivan, take her away, sir.
I'm still working on County Road 317, we're having to bust up some more material over on Lake where we're getting it. And we've been working on the excavators a little bit, and one of our dump trailers had a door so we had to fix that where there's like basically about all we did do.
Okay. Commissioner Head, go ahead.
We all got reference, prepared for the very finished it up, guys, and moved everything. We'll probably work on Carol 213 a little bit this week, and maybe try to do some work on Carol 259 this week, hopefully.
Okay, is that it?
Yeah.
Commissioner Horton?
Progress on the bridge on County Road 508 still continuing. They think they'll be finished by the end of the year. We have donated a lot of time to this hoop and horn stuff, more than probably we should have. And of course, my guys have not taken any vacation or anything, so between the holidays for Christmas and the New Year's, Friday was their last day for 2025, so for the rest of the year, it's me. They'll be back on, I think it's.
Why you get
January
paid that
the 5th.
$100 more than they do.
Yeah, so, Anyway, that's about it. I got plenty of stuff to do.
Okay, Commissioner Williams.
Been worked a little bit out toward the Swinging Bridge, bladed some on 550 and 549 and got those up and ready to go for the holiday season. Hauled a little bit of material and, other than that, not much since last week. I mean, so, I gave you a report on that spindle that we did on the shredder, which was interesting, but anyway. Other than that, I have a meeting this afternoon, kind of like what the judge was saying, and then I will be gone Wednesday, as we were kind of talking before. I'm going to the state football game, so.
Go, good luck to the Hamilton.
I know it, but anyway, excited about that, but other than that, I should be here this week.
Okay. Okay, finally, I've lost my numbers, judge's report. whatever
17.
That is.
17.
17, a judge's report. So, got a email, I contacted, Carlos Reyes yesterday regarding this, surplus wrap. He has sent to me the district surplus wrap material on hand is $13,644. Now, this is the, pile, folks, close to the Brown Hills County line on 183-84. So what Carlos told me is that approximately 682 cubic yards of wrap there. Lampasas will get some of the allotment, but according to Carlos, he said, quote, y'all can go ahead and start getting this material. So if y'all have any questions, Carlos said, please reach out to him. Again, it's on the right-hand side heading north towards.
So we cannot get this until we approve of the allotment.
Okay, well, they called Thursday, we'll put on the next commissioner's court deal.
I mean-
You're talking about going through commissioner's court.
Yeah, I mean, the letter was sent to Sonia and Sonia sent it to me and I told her to make sure she sent it to
Yeah, we
you.
got it. We got it.
And, but if you read the letter, it states that it must be
So,
approved
okay.
that we accept this allotment.
We'll
So
have
that's
to-
gonna have to be on the agenda
We'll put
before
on
we
the
get
next
it.
Commissioner court's item.
Yeah.
Commissioner court. And, secondly, I talked to him about, 183 South. People keep asking me, I know they asked y'all. He said what it is a 6-foot widening of 183 South on the shoulder there. Tentative finish date is March of 26. So that's all I got, commissioners. We'll get that on the next deal. And, Ned texted me on something, but I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion been made, second by Commissioner Head, adjourn. All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Commissioner, we got a meeting at 10 o'clock here. Everybody have a good day.